I'm a girl on fire, I'm not a victim, a girl on fire, I'll stand my ground, girl on fire, I've made a choice, I stand proud, I'm a girl on fire.
That's why I'm still a warrior. I have to keep fighting. But it feels like it's killing me.
And I choose to defend all that I hold dear. Independent and strong, you will not keep me down. You can't break me. I'm a girl on fire. I'm not a victim. A girl on fire. I'll stand my ground. Girl on fire. I've made a choice. I stand proud.
Speak out now.
Countless hours on the range, I am responsibly armed. I am your equal.
Lynette Oxley here for Go Girls on Fire, 16 days of action for no violence against women and children. I'm here with what I'm going to call a Shield Maiden. Thank you for joining us today and telling us your story, and welcome.
Thank you, Lynette. It's an absolute privilege to be here. I'm hoping that by me coming forward and telling my story would help so many women and children out there not to be afraid, to actually stand up and just protect themselves. Come forward, tell your story, be brave, just do it. Just do it.
So, what is your story?
Where to begin? I'm going to kind of sort of just jump in there. Okay, so as a child, there's a big blank in my life. So half of my life I don't remember as a child. I only remember from about age 11, so before that I don't remember much. I had a stepfather, I had a mum. My mum was accidentally shot by my stepfather. Just to give you a bit of background, my mum got addicted to prescription medication because of this gunshot wound. It was back problems. My stepfather was a full-on alcoholic, okay, which obviously meant a whole lot of physical abuse, mental abuse. It became a daily thing, and it was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. And to top it all off, became his favorite sexual abuse partner. Don't know why. I was the weakling in the family. Growing up, I had a stepbrother, a younger stepsister, older sister, like family, and yeah, I was the favorite plaything. Horrifying. I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, sorry.
But that is what they do, is they prey on people. And it probably happened to you before you were 11 years old, because that is why you are cutting out that part of your life.
You know what the worst of it is? My mom even knew it happened. Because she was out of it most of the time. This carried on for years. For years. Sorry. then when I was 16, got a little flat in a hotel in Hazyville, started studying to become a chef. My parents left at the same time, and things got bad at home. In the sense of, there was not a day that gone by where my mom didn't have a bruise. Which obviously meant I moved back home. And the abuse started again. Now, I was a little softy growing up. But the mental abuse was the worst. In the sense of, he would tell me that he had actually threatened me in the sense of, I would hurt your mother, I would kill your mother, because now, when I was younger, he's already shot her by accident. So, I know the words were true. Now growing up, my mom was my best friend. I'm gay, I don't have matric, I was always the screw up. So, my mom never ever slammed the door in my face, ever. I was always like the little black sheep of the family. So, I always just did what he said. So, eventually I became an adult, got girlfriends, whatever, moved out the house completely. Always stayed in touch with my mom, tried to find out how it was going. His drinking got worse. Her addiction got worse. Eventually I was in a very long-term relationship with a girl, and it went very well. And I had a friend, a very, very close friend. And me and this girl were together for about 7 years, and we were very serious. So serious in the sense that we were actually going to get married. And he came to us with a kind of sort of proposal in the sense of, he wanted a child with her. And I said no. And he kept asking and kept asking and kept asking, and we both said no. Now she always wanted a child. And I said no, and I said no, and she said no. It's just not the way we roll. And a year went by, and 2 years went by, and he just kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. Lynette, the worst of the worst thing happened. We had a gathering at our house. You see, we were about 10 friends. It was someone's birthday, I can't remember whose birthday it was. And he was there as well. And he drank one of my drinks. I cannot tell you how horrifying it was to wake up with him on top of me. It was the most horrifying, terrible feeling.
He was your friend and he betrayed you, and it was more than just betrayal.
I thought what my stepdad was doing was horrible. But to know that a friend of mine could betray me that badly? And the worst of it is that I ended up pregnant.
Do you think he planned it?
He did, just to get back at me. because I was the one that said no. I was the one that instigated in saying no. And
did you ever report it as a rape?
I did.
And what happened?
He got arrested.
Did he get convicted?
No.
Unfortunately, that is the system that we are living in South Africa. The pregnancy, did you end it?
Yes.
But that is something that will be with you forever, am I correct?
Yeah. No, it was, he was not convicted because of the drugs that was in the system. They couldn't prove that it wasn't consensual.
So they did do a drug test. So do you know what he put into your drink?
No.
How did this influence your relationship with your partner?
My relationship ended. You know, it actually, she walked into the room while this was happening, and that was also planned. And I was mad.
And she never understood that it was not your fault.
Because it made it look like I'm the one that invited him in, and I'm the one that planned, saying that he would rather have a child with me than with her. That was the plan.
So again, we have psychological games, the same that your dad played with you. There must be terrible regrets for you because you obviously loved your partner.
There's not a day that goes by till today that I don't think about it, but about 10 years ago, I found out from her mom that she's now got a child of her own. And I'm happy for her. I am.
How old were you?
35. I've been single now 13 years. I can't trust anyone. I would much rather be single and have no one in my life than to feel that kind of pain ever again. Feel that kind of betrayal ever again. I can't have my heart broken like that ever again. I won't survive.
You're a strong woman. I've met you a while ago, and do not doubt yourself. Open yourself. You sometimes have to open yourself to get hurt again. Otherwise, you won't find happiness. You've done well in your job. You're not a chef.
No, I'm not, but I work hard.
You're a very hard worker, I know that. Is food still in your...
It is. I had a friend there last 2 weekends coming over, and I've cooked for her, and she's amazed. I love cooking. I still love cooking.
And that's a pleasure in your life, and that's it. What will your message be out there? Because you need to have a positive change in your life. I know this was hard, but unfortunately life goes on, and I wish happiness for you.
Thank you. Look, that wasn't the lowest point. When COVID hit, and I was at home for those 2 or 3 years, and I lost my job at Lockdown, and I sat at home. That was my lowest point. I thought I would not make it. My sister supported me by paying my rent, by buying my food, by paying my bills, and I thought how can I not even buy my own bread? That was the worst of the worst for me.
I do blame what happened in the world. This whole COVID thing killed people.
Absolutely.
And if you're alone, it must have been extremely, extremely lonely.
When lockdown started and I wasn't even able to see her or see anyone, and I was in that little one-bedroom place where I stayed in Lynette, it was horrifying. And then when it was lifted and she moved me to Limbo Park, and that one day I just decided, you know what, get up, go walk through the malls and just hand out your CV, and I got that job. That is what saved my life.
That's positive. I do have a saying, and I'm not going to say it exactly like I usually say it is, but put your big girl panties on and get on with it. I usually put a swear word in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only way you do is to get up and go on.
Absolutely, and that's what I did. I got up, I put in the work, and I made it my own. That's the only way it's going to work, is if you put in the work, put on your big girl panties. It's the only way.
But you've got through those very difficult times. You need to be kind to yourself. There's one of my ladies that always say, be kind to yourself. And you need to be kind to yourself. And hopefully you can open your heart and you can have another partner in the future. I know it sounds terrible, but sometimes things just happen. So I wish for you that you will find happiness. I really do.
Thank you. Look, I'm not out there, I'm not looking, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not closing myself off to the possibility, but if it happens, it happens. Absolutely.
Is there a message that you would like to give to other women out there?
Stay strong. Stay strong. There are people out there that will help. Don't stay quiet. Absolutely, ask for help. Don't stay quiet.
Thank you very much for talking to us. I know it has been very difficult.
Thank you.
And Girls on Fire has got your 6.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
We'll see each other. Thank you very much.
Thank you.